All right, Shalom Makim. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the elect, this teaches word, not true faith, sincerity. And yeah, man, today, Shalakia. Today, I just want to get into those missiles, man, because at the end of the day, that's the icing on the cake, man. That's the icing on the cake. That's how you're gonna really know that there is a higher power, man. Why? Because you're gonna have how shower the chariots first and foremost, and how those missiles gonna line up. They ain't gonna bump into each other, and it's gonna be an innumerable amount, 200,000. You're gonna know, man. You're gonna know the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua then, man. That's how the Lord's gonna really, put the cherry on top, with those missiles, man. So, matter of fact, before I get that, let me start off with this in Joshua 9:9. It says, and they said unto him from a very far country, thy servants are come because of the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, thy power. For we had heard the fame of him and all that he did in Egypt. And yeah, he did a wonderful work. He did wonderful works in Egypt. First, he plagued them, and then he just utterly destroyed the Pharaoh's army, man. And that's what you see here in America now. The new Egypt is being plagued, and it's gonna get to a point where the Lord's gonna put this bitch out of her misery, man, by the way of those missiles, man. And people, that's foreign to them because they can't see America being destroyed. They can't see that this place is being destroyed, but they don't even understand that Babylon is on a deathbed, man. Matter of fact, let me get that in Jeremiah. Yeah, Babylon is on a deathbed, man. So what's the best thing to do is to put out of misery, Let's see. This is on Jeremiah 51. Yeah, it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm from her pain, if so, she may be healed. And yeah, the thing is, this wound, this deadly wound, is not going to be healed, man. It was already a miracle that you Edomites came back into power. This time, hey, man, ain't no, strike one, strike two, strike three. No, this is it right here, man. It said we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. See? Yeah, man. So it's like you're on a battlefield and you see a dude. He got a big hole on his torso. You know damn well that you ain't gonna be able to save this guy, man. Or if he got his arm blown off and he passing out in and out, hey, you just gotta keep going, man. And that's how it is with America. That's why we're not here spiritually in this place, man. We're not in it. Anything invested here in America, we're not in it, man. Only thing we go to work and go home, pay bills. Yeah, I mean, so we're not invested in this place. Why? Because we know the fate of this place, man. And you so-called Christians, if you love America, I mean, if you love the Bible, you believe in the scriptures, you already know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, So you should understand that this place is going to be destroyed. This is Jude in verse 7. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. See? So the scripture also says this is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, man. So how Egypt was getting played, America is getting played as well, man. And then how Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by fire and brimstone. Same thing is gonna happen here by the way of those thermonuclear missiles, man. Which we're gonna get into that. You know, because you got to understand, man, the Lord, how about Shimei was shot? He put into those, matter of fact, let me just get it. Because those missiles are not made in vain, man. They're not made in vain, man. You know, let's see, this Isaiah 54 and in 16, it says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy." See? And that's talking about when the smith is those scientists, man. You know, because those are the modern day smiths, man. Those scientists, man. Why? Because see, Esau Edom, that's why he's known as the eagle. Everything he do is an aerial attack, man. Everything. You know, and he just sent ground troops to clean up the mess. But first foremost, he used he do aerial attacks, man. You know, that changed the game right there. You know what I mean? But those missiles, man, those are the Lord's weapons, man. That's the Lord's army, man. Because you got to understand, man. In this carnal world right here, what weaponry can top a missile? You know, what weaponry can top a missile in this world right here, this carnal world, not the spiritual realm, you know, with the chariots, fire from the chariots, and all of that. Unto my here on the planet Earth, what can top a nuclear missile, man? They can lay the whole. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna lay the whole land desolate. This is Joel 2:2. It says blow. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at the top. Salakia. Joel 2:1. It said, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound the alarm, my holy mountain, and let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord coming, for it is nigh at hand." See, and you Christians, man, simple Christians, and that's why the Lord, He's gonna do this marvelous work, you know, because you put words in His mouth. You know, you taking away from the word. See, the Lord, He's balanced, man. Yeah, He's love, long suffering, you know, and have mercy. But at the end of the day, man, the Lord, He got that other side as well too, man. You know, so when it says the day of the Lord coming, it is nigh at hand. You got people supposed to be trembling right now, man. It's supposed to be trembling right now, man. You know, and that's how it was back then. When you see a prophet, you understood 9 times out of 10, you were just hoping and praying that he come, you know, to prophesy about peace. But 9 times out of 10, it was about lamentations, mournings, and woe, man. You know. So this verse 2, it says, "A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains." And yeah, and why it was dark and gloomy? Because those 200 million missiles blocked out the sun, man. You know, and that's gonna be a beauty. And they said a day of clouds and thick darkness. Those clouds, hey man, those the mushroom clouds, man. Those mushroom clouds, once they hit, you know, because hey man, these niggas talking about the volcanoes and all that. Hey man, it's missiles that mushroom cloud goes way higher than a volcano mushroom cloud, man. You know. So hey man, you gotta have a spiritual bone, and you gotta have the Lord really dealing with you to see this, man. You know, which hey, that's rare, because the Lord didn't want everyone to get this, man. Because when it happens, hey man, that's just gonna be a heavy moment, man. They want to go. You continue down. It says the people they face shall be much pain, and all faces shall gather blackness. They're gonna be confused, man. They're gonna be real fucked up, man. You know, when we continue on Joel 2:2, it says, "A great people and a strong, there have not ever been the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of generation, to many generations." Yeah, because at the end of the day, man, This is the point I want to get to. Those missiles ain't made in vain, man. After they're shot off, man, there's gonna be no reason to for these missiles no more. Because it's called a great people and a strong, there have not ever been alike, neither shall be more after it. So these people gonna die off. So there ain't gonna be no great people like this. They just gonna die off, and then that's it. No, man. Don't tell me about once those missiles are being shot off, man. Ain't gonna be no more formulas being, calculated in the lab for some more missiles, man. That's gonna be it. It says a fire devour before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness, and nothing shall escape them. See? So I want to see what carnal weapon can top a nuclear missile, man. What carnal weapon can top a nuclear missile, man? Because the Lord, He got the heavenly army. He got his men, 144,000. And then he got those missiles, man. He got those missiles, man. And I'm let's see this. I'm gonna keep going. It said the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen so shall they run. And we know those. We can go. Matter of fact, let's get that in Revelation the 9th chapter, man. Because you gotta understand, man. This is a book of parables, man. So when it says something about a horse, lion, that most of the time it's talking about power, man. Matter of fact, let me get this in Isaiah. Matter of fact, let's see. Yeah, this is let's see. Yeah, this is Isaiah 31:3. It says, "Now the Egyptians are men, and not the Most High, and their horses flesh, and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out His hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that hoping shall fall, and they all shall fail together." See, so yeah, these Egyptians now. That's talking about these modern day Egyptians, man. These Edomites, But it says their horses flesh. That means their power is carnal, man. Their power is carnal, man, and not spirit. And that's why we the spirit always gonna beat the flesh, man. Like how because the spirit is gonna beat the flesh, because you see that now, man. Esau Edom is scrambling, trying to do what all he can do to stop this word, man. He paying people off. Still ain't know. You got more Jays waking up. You can't do nothing against the truth before it, man. Even if you you scoffing, you Edomite scoffing, you demonizing us. Well, you helping the truth out. Hey, the word's got to come to pass, man. So anything you do, you helping this word out. But at the end of the day, it said their horses flesh, man. It means that power is carnal, man. So yeah, I just want to get that on that horse, But even in that what carnal weapon can top a nuclear missile, man? And that's why the Lord, Yahweh Shemel, when He returns, He's gonna use those missiles, man, to destroy America, because this is the same thing. The same weapon was used for America to even be the top dog on the earth right now. So matter of fact, let me get that before I go to Revelation 9th chapter. This is Proverbs 26 and 27. It says, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. So yeah, what goes around comes around, my man. You devils, you Edomites. Man, because hey, the Lord great, man, and He shows us why what he's gonna. He shows reasons why you devils you're gonna be taken out, man, and by a marvelous, wonderful way, man. It's gonna be a beautiful piece of work, because you devils, man, the war was already over with, you know. And why the hell you bombing Gooks, but Germany was the spearheading the thing, man. Even though we already know all of it was set up, but still, man, you devils, yeah, man, you gonna catch it, man. But that weapon, man, those what I think it was those atom bombs. Hey, man, you laid that place out, man. Both of those spots out, man. You know, and everybody was like, yeah, you got it now. You know, so hey, man, it's gonna come back by the way of those nuclear missiles, man. You know, times 2 on you. Basically, yeah, how about Shot on play, man? You know, you got your power established by the way of the atom bombs, but you're gonna get taken out by those nuclear bombs, man. Those nuclear missiles, ICBMs, man. You know, so this is Revelations chapter 9 and in verse 16. Matter of fact, in verse 16, because those 4 angels, they had the 4 winds, man. The 4 angels standing on the 4 corners. That was the 4 winds, was that those nuclear winds, man. The winds of destruction, man. You know, because that's how this place is gonna get laid out, man. That wind is like a sweep. You know what I mean? It's gonna, like a broom, how a broom sweep the dust. It's just gonna lay this place out, man. But it's verse 9, Revelation 9 and 16 said, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions. See, Salakia, because that's where the sort of power at, man. That's what those nuclear heads are at, man. It said, and out of their mouths issue fire and smoke and brimstone. And see, man, it says, by these 3 was a third part of man killed by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issue out of their mouth. And a third part of men are the Edomites, man, the sons of perdition, man. You know, so to let you know that, hey, those Edomites are still here today. You know, because if the Edomites were done away with, it wouldn't have just said the son, you know, the heathen, but it says the son, the third part of man, which we know that Esau, he's the only one that's not going to get mercy from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So he can't be in that category of just regular old heathen, man. You know, he's not in that category of just a regular heathen. You know, you can't, a Moabite and a Hamite, you know, that's just heathens, man. But an Edomite, man, he stick out like a sore thumb. So, you know, that's a whole different category of man, man. Of man, you know, a human. Well, he a subhuman because he ain't have no pigment. But you get what I'm saying, you know. So, let's see, I'm starting to continue on. It says, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. And yeah, man, they do hurt, man, because you're gonna know it. You're gonna know that the matter of fact, let me just get it. I don't want to chop it up. I think it's 2 Ezra 9. Let's see. Is it? Yeah, this is 2 Ezra 9 and 12 said the same. Matter of fact, but that time out Jake was, you know, matter of fact, I'm gonna see 2 Ezra 9, and I'm just started at 11. And they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain. And and yeah, man, because when all hell breaks loose, some people gonna get just taken out by the sword, you know. But it's gonna, as time goes on, the ways of death is gonna get more and more painful, man, and more terrible, you know. So, hey, man, it's gonna be heavy, because the ultimate play, the last play that the Lord gonna send this place is those missiles, man. Which that's not gonna be a quick death, man. That's not gonna be a quick death, man. As you see on Terminator 2, you know, hey, man, Sarah Connor, she felt every last bit of it, man. And matter of fact, I'm gonna get this in Psalms. Let's see what it is. Psalms, is it 58? Kind. Matter of fact, I'm starting at verse 6. This Psalms 58 and 6. It says, "Break their teeth, O Most High, their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Lord." And that's talking about these Edomites, man. And why they call them a young lion? See, saying they're in the prime of their power, man. The young lion, he's in his prime, man. You know, it says, "Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bent of his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be cut in pieces." See, and I want to know a bow and arrow that can melt a human being, man. You know, that what carnal weapon can top a nuclear missile, man. And that's what Yahweh Shemel Shah gonna use, the same weapon that you created to strike fear in the earth. Hey, it's going to be the same weapon to be used to take you out, man. Those arrows, man, which, you know, we know everybody ain't going to get this, but hey, the water Yahweh Shemel Shah, we can see this, man. You know, because when you see those missiles, man, it's going to be a lot of people, they're going to have heart attacks, but they're going to still be alive, man. You know, seizures. And that's going to be a very heavy moment, man. You know, and that's going to be the ultimate, the insight, you know, the prophet have been among them, man. You know, Wisdom Psalm, the 5th chapter. You know, it's going, all this is going to come back. You're going to snap back to reality, like, damn, they were the one that was crazy. They were the one that was right, and we were the one that was crazy, man. You're going to snap it to reality, man. You know, but yeah, Aki, man, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakudash. I want to give double honor to the pastor of that great millstone. Lord willing, Aki, man, I just hope they will edify. Till the next time, I want to say Shalom.